Chuck Phillips cover. It's called Rock, Salt, and Nails. By the banks of the river, where the willows hang down, and the wild birds they warble with a low moaning sound. Way down in the hollow, where the river runs cold, it was there I first listened to lies that you told. Now I lie on my back and I see your sweet face. In the past I remember, time cannot erase. In letters you wrote me, they were written in shame. And know that your conscience still echoes my name. If the ladies were blackbirds, if the ladies were thrushes, well, I'd lie there for hours in the chilly cold marshes. And if the women were squirrels with them high bushy tails, I'd fill up my shotgun with rock, salt, and nails. I'd fill up my shotgun . Anybody in the back that can't see, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. I could stand up, but you wouldn't see much more anyways. Something about loving older ladies. Back before birthdays were something she dreads. Back before children had settled her friends. Back when the radio spoke to her heart. Our girls, they want to have fun. I lay here awake and I laugh at her jokes. She is referencing movies I'm too young to know, and I'm letting her lead as we dance in the dark. Oh girl, I'm falling in love. Oh Nita, I know that I'm younger than most, but I'm willing, if you got the time, buy us some wine. I'll bring my guitar, I've been working on learning that song you've been dying to sing. about weddings and rings. I'll strum in the back and come in where I can, harmonize on a line or two. This song's all you. Pleading my case with the bro at the door. Buddy, I know we've been through this before. You can't let me go in, but if I wait outside, will you give her a message for me? Tell her, Onedia, I know that I'm younger than most, but I'm willing, if you got the time, to buy us some wine. I'll bring my guitar, I've been working on learning that song you've been dying to sing, about weddings and rings. I'll strum in the back and come in where I can, harmonize on a line or two. The song's all you. Getting situated. It's good to be here. First Onedia for the next 3. So.
Glad to have you.
Bottles and Bibles litter the floor. An all-night revival passed out around 4. Now the preacher's been drinking, but it's hard not to do. So she ran out the screen door, swore they were through. Oh Lord, if you care, send the Spirit down here, 'cause the preacher's been drinking again. But it's a hard way to go on the straight and narrow when everybody in town points a finger at you. But they ain't had to walk with the weight that you haul. They don't know you at all, but they think that they do. He did not believe her. He just knew she'd come home. But the nights kept crawling as he laid there alone. And he'd call up to heaven, and he'd hope and he'd pray. But the line's always busy since he went astray. Oh Lord, if you care, won't you answer his prayers? 'Cause the preacher's been drinking again. But it's a hard way to go on the straight and narrow when everybody in town points a finger at you. But they ain't had to walk with the weight that you haul. They don't know you at all, but they think that they do. Now the bottles and Bibles broke out in a fight. The whiskey fought hard, son.
Yeah!
They took the victory that night, and they found him laying face down by the stairs, dressed up for a sermon nobody would hear. Oh Lord, if you care, send your angels down here, 'cause the preacher's been drinking again. But it's a hard way to go on the straight and narrow when everybody in town points a finger at you. But they ain't had to walk with the weight that you haul. They don't know you at all, but they think that they do. album that came out here. And I haven't played a thing off of it yet. So I guess I'll do that. My mother was always an advocate that you don't get other people's names tattooed on your body because it's your body and it's their name and you don't know how long they'll be around and that'll be there forever because it's a tattoo. And so I figured if I was to ever go against my mother's word and get someone else's name on my body and we should, you know, part ways in a bad way, I could put just a tombstone, like in a circle, over their name, kind of like you're dead to me. So after I tune this up, I want to play a song about that for you. So everybody had as good a Monday as you can have. So Mondays, they suck no matter how you cut them. It's European delicacy. Got too mean. I'm now the one she left, a haunted tale for someone else, a little bit about herself, wherever she is sleeping. Flint strikes out to pierce the dark, cause a flame from just one spark. Fill the room with smoke so harsh. She exhales a memory, past fading over time, but it's still hanging on for life. I'm now her used to be. He is now the one she needs. He is now the one she leans on. She looks out at the sunset. On a quilt of rags he holds her tight, and they raise a toast to boat ride. Whiskey kills all things in time, like things she don't remember. The past fading over time, but it's still hanging on for life. I'm now an old headstone. To her grave I'll die alone. A testament of how she's grown. Wherever she is sleeping. I'd like to thank my buddy Gino Sill for letting me borrow his guitar. If you don't know Gino Sill, be on the lookout for his album, which will be coming out sometime between now and December. And if not by then, sometime between January and next December. Keep an ever watchful eye on Gino Sill's new album.
We're stalking him.
I love Gino. Love it.
drunk. I was wild enough to shoot at, too high to hit, too low to try. Try as I might to have good intentions, natural born heathens, love backsliders wine, brothers and sisters. That would be bourbon, that'd be about the furthest thing that I need. All my born days, I ain't never been decent at hiding the demons I'm hauling in me. Too often I reach for things I know keep me from being all that I can, like a man. There are things I recall, there are things that are hazy, there are things that just shame, there are things that can't change. Try as I might have good intentions, natural born heathens, love backsliding ways. Too often I reach for things I know keep me from being all that I can, like a man. I was out of my mind the first night we met. I was feeling lonely and blue. I just moved to the country to get me some rest. The city put a hurting on you, especially a fella from Eastern Kentucky. Without a penny or word his name, wasting his life on a burning desire and chasing that honky tonk flame. You were soft on the eyes and ate him on the hearing, leaving me helpless with lines to get you to listen the way I was feeling, plans that I made for our night. Hold on now, buddy, won't you wait up a minute? You're mistaken if you think I'm the same. Them skirts you've been chasing all over town, along with that honky tonk flame. I'm a woman with love so true. Truth of the matter, I give it to you. You just got to slow down, quit acting that way. Burning your barn in this honky tonk flame. You were sweet to the touch and a touch for the taking. The minute I learned how to breathe, finally found out that the love of a woman who loved me was all that I need. Still on the road, cause I ain't good for nothing except writing the songs that I sing. Yeah! Beating in the strings like they're owing her money and chasing that honky tonk flame. But I got me a woman with love so true. says to you, all I did was slow down, quit acting insane. Burning my barn in this honky tonk flame. Beers and tea and everything.
That's right.
You know what, man? If
I ain't trying to be a bad influence. I ain't trying to be a bad influence.
Here's the thing.
Especially
Marilyn
not
Monroe.
a
I read this quote where Marilyn Monroe said, "If you can't take me at my worst of times, you don't deserve me at my best." And while I don't know if that works for women, it definitely works for beers. Well, if you didn't know, I'm going to be here Thursday with Culture. Culture was kind enough to let me participate on his album with him. And we played this one together. It's my papa's favorite drinking song, and it was one of the first ones that I learned for him. It's called Fraulein. Far across the deep blue waters lives an old German's daughter by the banks of the old River Rhine, where I loved her and left her. Now I can't forget her. I miss my pretty Fraulein. Fraulein, Fraulein, look up towards heavens each night as the stars start to shine. By the same stars above you, I swear that I love you. You are my pretty Fraulein. My memories wander away over yonder to the sweetheart that I left behind. In a moment of glory, her face comes before me, the face of my pretty Fraulein. Fraulein, Fraulein, look up towards the heavens each night as the stars start to shine. By the same stars above you, I swear that I love you. You are my pretty Fraulein. You are my pretty Fraulein. You know what? You see it. Pretty good if I say it fast enough.
Well, there you are. Almost.
What's that? Almost didn't have it. Oh, well, I'm glad you made it. I've been watching for you. We trudged through the snow, straight up the
hillside. Took a ridge for a while, then we slowly went down to an overhang. Hit from the ridge line, the middle of our handles, and we bit in the ground, the dark and bloody ground. Was a bitch to break ground, but the wine kept us going. The moonshine was flowing, keeping us warm. Cause you can't hold a girl with a fistful of shovel. Gotta find your fire in the company of corn. It's called 22nd Winter.
Yeah, he was a good kid. Did you meet him? The kid who was waiting after? You didn't meet him? I just talked to him. I'm talking about the guy. No, you're the kid. I'm sorry. Nice kid. Probably about 25.
Levi's been in the yard all day, digging out a mound of snow. See how the winters take the good old boys and turn them into Eskimos. I ain't ever smoked in an igloo, and I ain't ever seen the bee. And I ain't ever spent the harsh of the winter with a girl that's half as sweet as you. The Sally Ann Mountain's mule-faced steep and covered in a sheet of ice. And we're already here, the fire's warm, so I reckon we should stay tonight. Very old Barton and Guinness on the porch, it's cold enough to keep it chill. For a pair of thieves like you and me, I believe that's a damn good meal. I thought I had it to a science, but I never really had a clue. But I never took a quarrel with learning about a thing or two, about a thing as fine as you. Now the wind outside is freezing and it's howling like a jet, but I'll hold you close and keep you warm against its winter whip. Now the Barton's gone and the snow moved on and the dogwood blossoms night. It'd be a shame to waste this flame, don't let your good love die. It nearly knocked me over, and it brought me to my knees. When you turned around at the cabin door and said, honey, will you follow me? I thought I had it to a science, but I never really had a clue. But I never took a quarrel with learning about a thing or two, about a thing as fine as you. Satchel and he lays it down on the bar. He asks the bartender, he says, hey man, you want to see something cool? Bartender says, sure, let's see something cool. So he reaches into the satchel and he pulls out this little lamp. And I'll tell you later. This is a song about psychedelic mushrooms and one-night stands. Time far gone. Shining through a bedroom window, shedding light on damp and dirty sheets. Hear the floor creak, listen to her heartbeat, louder than a six strings ever thought to ring. She's a bad sign, Lord, but she's a damn sight better than a long night sleeping all alone. But when the moon makes way to let the day break, brother, she will leave you strung out on your own. Times get hard. She keeps riding. She's a hot mess, busting out her sundress, leave it for tomorrow, throw it on the ground. Feel her hips sway, listen to her eyes say she don't need a damn thing, trying to weigh her down. Heart of stone, harder than fire. She's a heartbreak hitting like a hard rain, washing out the creek bank, taking what she please. Hear her heels click, leaving like a bad trip, leaves you feeling breathless, staggering to your feet. the redneck commentary on reincarnation. First verse is about my favorite time of the year, which is here upon us. Called Born Again. Once I was a dying breed, chewing on an ancient leaf, before we took the notion to keep up with the times, leave them all behind, chiseled to the paper, tattoos on the ether, fading in the light. All the while I gorge my gut, come the time that I would rut, running high and low to find my prehistoric queen, to keep me warm till spring, when I go out with my friends, graze the land and wonder when I'd see your face again. Till the day I met my doom, I took one in the boiler room, to put food on the table of a dying breed of man. Once I was a broken heart, and once I tore your heart apart. Once my heart put out before I ever got to breathe. When my soul returned to seed, come to earth again, clucking out a living as the favorite laying hen. Till the day I met my doom, fox got in the chicken coop. Doing all he knew to do to feed a hunger den. Down the line, I've swam canals and bore the hide. Plenty of births along this ride, being born again. Once I was and you were too, and we were both the word of truth. We built this world together with a loud and mighty bang. Lord, it sounded like a train and echoed o'er the land. Came up with a game to play, being born again. Get my buddy up here. This is a song about digging root. I'll sing. Berries on the mountainside, sang, sang, sang. Gonna get the girl a little wedding ring. Well, I need her something awful, and I want her something fierce, with a ring around her finger that's fit for her to wear. Had a good job in the mines, eyes lit off in the spring. There's berries on the mountainside, sang, sang, sang. Berries on the mountainside, sang, sang, sang. Gonna get the girl a little wedding ring. Girl fell out the stockyard with the tailgate folded down, handing out money for every single pound. got bread back good and dry, and I'm going into town. I'll guarantee you one thing, I ain't leaving with a frown. Berries on the mountainside, sang, sang, sang. Gonna get the girl to love a wedding ring. Yellow root and slippery elm, they bring decent pay. Dandelion pointer, buddy, I'll pick anything. There ain't one bring you what a pound of sand can bring. There's berries on the mountainside, walk the whole damn thing. Berries on the mountainside, sang, sang, sang. I'll get a girl to love a wedding ring. I was 18 years old, I fell madly and truly deeply in love with a 24-year-old girl from Ohio. She was a Catholic girl. And not too long, that doesn't have anything to do with it. It kind of does. But not too long after we started seeing each other, she lit out. And at the time I was like, man, how could she do this to me? And then I turned 24 and I looked at 18-year-olds and I said, how could she do that to herself? As long as she did it. But she broke up with me in the truest Ohio fashion. She broke up with me at Bob Evans over biscuits and gravy. So now I'm a Cracker Barrel man. I'm not bitter, I don't care. I didn't write this song for her. I wrote it for Purgatory. It's called Purgatory. I wrote it because I grew up in a Free Baptist household, and it was the first time I ever really heard about a thing called Purgatory, and that sounded like something that an 18-year-old Free Baptist heathen could get behind. So all of a sudden, there was a fighting chance where there wasn't one a second ago. To the oak and rib cage I'm breathing. If I can fake, Lord knows that I will fondly pray for you. High on the hill where the foxhorns blowing down and the girl laying low. Catholic girl, pray for me and only hope for heaven. When I was a boy, I'd drink and love and smoke and snort my fill. But all the while, I kept in mind the Lord's redeeming grace. High on the hill where the foxhorns blow down, in the city where the heathens go. Catholic girl, pray for me, and only hope for heaven. You reckon he lets free will boys mope around in Purgatory? Oh, that hell is just as real as I'm surely breathing. But I've heard tell of middle ground I think will work for me. When the time has come for changing world, I hedge my bet to the Catholic girl. Catholic girl, pray for me, your only hope for heaven. told me that we were going to do this residency thing, and I'd have 3 shows, and I could invite whoever I wanted to come hang out and play music with me for 3 Mondays in a row. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, sounds like a good excuse to get up with Miles and practice some songs. So he's on the road all the time, and I'm on the road when I can, and so it's hard to cross paths as much as I like to. So, Mr. Miles. Do first. Well, while we're doing gospel songs, let's do.
Y'all getting that?
I want to hear some Kentucky. I want to hear a little bit of Appalachian.
All right.
Yeah!
Oh boy.
There's a place dear to me where I'm longing to be with my friends at the old country church. There with Mother we went, and our Sundays were spent with our friends at the old country church. Precious years of memory, sweet memory. Oh, what joy they bring to me. How I long once more to be with my friends at the old country church. As a small country boy, how my heart beat with joy when I knelt in the old country church. And the Savior above by His wonderful love saved my soul in the old country church. Precious years of memory, sweet memory. Oh, what joy they bring to me. How I long once more to be with my friends at the old country church. That today all the people would pray as they prayed in the old country church. If they'd only confess, Jesus surely would bless as He did in the old country church. Precious years of memory, sweet memory. Oh, what joy they bring to me. How I long once more to be with my friends at the old country church. With my friends at the old country church.
If I get a little more of my vocal, please. That is so rich.
Keep it going.
Yeah. Y'all give it up for Tyler Childers one more time. First time I ever heard you sing was right here. Got two of these Martins out, but just give us just a second.
It's all right. Jim, because we care.
All right.
Good enough for every four. That's right, Warwick.
I wandered again to my home in the mountains.
where youth's early dawn was happy and free. I looked for my friends, but I never could find them. I found they were all rank strangers to me. Everybody I met seemed to be a rank stranger. No mother or dad, not a friend that I see. They knew not my name, and knew not their faces, I found they were all rank strangers to me. They've all moved away, said the voice of a stranger, to a beautiful home by the bright crystal sea. Some beautiful day I'll meet them in heaven, where no one will be a stranger to me. Everybody I met seemed to be a rank stranger. No mother or dad, not a friend that I see. They knew not my name, and knew not their faces, I found they were all rank strangers to me. I found they were all rank strangers to me. Thank you, appreciate it.
That's all right.
One of my fondest and earliest memories of music really getting at me was there was a preacher back home named Larry Cordell. Not Larry Cordell, Rick Cordell. Larry Cordell was the bluegrass musician. Rick Cordell was a preacher. And he would get up and he would do call and response, old hymnals with his two sons. And it'd make the hair on your arms and your neck stand up. And I was at his funeral 2 years ago, and I was thinking about him doing that call and response. I was thinking about going to church with my papa. And papa had, he always had Werther's Originals, and he had dentures, and he'd have all that stuff just rattling around in there, not really stuck to anything. And he loved to sing, but he couldn't do it. And I was thinking about all of that, and I was thinking about going to church with him and Rick Cordell and all them together. If there's a place to be at. And so I wrote this song. It's called Angel Band. He stands behind the pulpit. He's calling out a line. Responds congregation just a little ways behind. There goes down the streets golden through the pearly gates. Ripples over the Jordan. Goes on past the banks. He's rattling words on his dentures in the pew. He's holding down the bass, it's a little out of tune. But his heart is in the hymnal, and that's all the boy can do. He'll make a joyful sound until the last will come to roost. Lord, hallelujah, hallelujah, jubilee, jubilee. I can hear the angel band. I blind, now I see. And I'll jump right in amongst them when I reach that glory land. She's shouting in the aisle, she's shaking something fierce. Feels good to be home after all these faithful years. She's took a walk with Jesus, she's touched his nail-scarred hands. Didn't even bother her that he's a darker man. Lord, hallelujah, hallelujah, Jubilee, Jubilee. I can hear the angel band. I was blind, but now I see. And I'll jump right in amongst them when I reach that glory land. Baptists of all kinds, Mennonites and Amish boys who left their plows behind. They're up there in the choir and they're singing side by side, wondering why exactly they was fussing the whole time. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Jubilee, Jubilee. I can hear the angel band. I was blind, but now I see. And I'll jump right in amongst them when I reach that glory land. And I'll jump right in amongst them when I reach that glory land. Mr. Miles Miller. Multi-instrumentalist was kind enough to hang out and play a little bit with barely instrumentalist. So, first time, I think it was the first time I played here at the basement. I got about halfway through the gig and looked up and I was like, that's Miles Miller. Shit. Well, I ain't worried about it this first half, so I won't worry about it the last half neither. And afterwards, it came out, we got to talking about both being from Kentucky and where we were from and all that stuff. And I was like, hey man, here's a CD, you should check it out. He's like, oh no, dude, I'm on the road, I'm making money, and I know how it is, so I'll buy this, And I was like, well, what size you wear? I'll sell you a t-shirt too. And if you would like a t-shirt, I got some over there. CDs, vinyl, and all kinds of stuff to sell.
Koozies? Yeah. I should have put that in the koozie before I give it to you. Stay colder. My apologies. They don't want Hey, Tyler Children.
I wrote this from a lady called Lady May. And I'm a good walk to the river. When my working day is over, we'll go swim our cares away. Put your toes down in the water and a smile across your face, and tell me that you love me, lovely Lady May. Now I ain't the sharpest chisel that your hands have ever held, but darling, I could love you well till the roll's called on. I've seen my share of trouble, and I've held my weight in shame, but I'm baptized in your name, lovely Lady May. as it waltzes over the leaves. It's been rushing through my timber till your love brought on the spring. Now the mountains all are blushing, 'cause they don't know what to say, except a good long line of praises for my lovely Lady May. Now I ain't the toughest hickory that your axe has ever felled, but I'm a hickory just as well. I'm a hickory all the same. I came crashing through the forest as you cut my roots away, and I fell a good long ways for my lovely Lady May. Up at the flats, acting like we live forever, getting high and skipping class. Yeah, I reckon we were heathens, but in her eyes we were saints. Now you're calling all the boys home, 'cause heaven's angels carried her away. So I will follow you to Virgie, although it hurts me so to lay to rest this mountain beauty that the Lord's called home. And I can see her up in glory, I can see her through the pines. Back when all us boys were trying to make sense of all these strings, I can see her in the corner, singing along to all our crazy dreams. So I will follow you to Virgie, although it hurts me so to lay to rest this mountain beauty that the Lord's called home. And I can see her up in glory, I can see her through the pines. And I will follow you to Virgie, 'cause that's what us boys are for, to help you out when you get weary and you can't go no more. And can't you see her up there, Cody? I can see her through the pines. Saying, boys, be good.
Woo!
my sweat and my wages, they don't seem to weigh out. I'm getting more aches than I'm gaining in gold. Whoever said you could raise you a family just working your ass off, leaving being cold. Well, the sign at the church says I'll reap what I'm sowing. But I ain't lost sleep, 'cause it'll come in due time. And if the Lord wants to take me, I'm here for the taking. Still probably better than trying to get by. You can see me on the front page, it'll be out tomorrow. Boy in his 20s, shot down in his prime. For trying to hold up a Texaco station, they'll say I was desperate, they're probably right. I bought a house at the mouth of the holler, a ring at the pawn shop, and a crib for the kid. And I heard some word there was work up in Hyman. I'm going tomorrow and hope there is. Hey, you want to hear a joke now? Yeah. I'm working on it. I got it now.
What is it?
This guy walks into the bar carrying a man satchel. He puts it on the bar. He orders a drink and asks the bartender, he says, "Hey man, you want to see something cool?" The bartender says, "Yeah, let's see something cool." So he reaches into the satchel and he pulls out this little piano. He sits it down on the bar. And he reaches back into the satchel and he pulls out this guy by his collar. He's about a foot tall. He lays him and he puts him down on the bar. And he looks at the little guy and he looks over at the piano and he's like, "Well, go. They're watching us, man." So he goes over there and he plays the greatest, wildest, and smallest version of Great Balls of Fire you have ever heard. The bartender's like, "Man, that is badass. Where'd you get that?" He said, "I got it from a genie." He said, "I got one more wish left. Do you want it?" And the bartender's like, "Of course, yeah, man." He's like, "What are you drinking? I'll get you next round." And so he gets the lamp out of the satchel and he gives it to the bartender, and the bartender rubs it and nothing happens. And he rubs it again and nothing happens. He rubs it one more time and this big old billow of smoke just coming rolling out of the lamp. Thank you. I was losing words there. And you tell this joke. This drunk genie comes out and he's like, "Your wish is my command." And so the bartender says, I wish for $1 million. He says, "As you wish." And he rolls back into the lamp and nothing happens for like 45 minutes. And then all of a sudden, 45 minutes later, the bar is full of 1 million ducks. And they're shitting and they're attacking all the patrons and they're running away and everywhere. And in the middle of all this chaos, the bartender turns around and he looks at the dude with the satchel and he says, "Hey man, what's the deal? You gave me a wish from a drunk, busted genie." He says, "You really think I wished for a 12-inch pianist?" buddy William told me that joke.
That's actually the best telling of that joke I've ever heard.
Ladies and gentlemen, behind the soundboard, Mr. Kiefer. He's my hype man.
I'm not kidding. I've heard that joke a few times. That's the best telling.
Man, how much time we got left? I got a bunch. You ready?
Are we talking jokes or tunes?
Jokes.
We have all the time in the world for both.
Well, it took me 45 minutes to remember that one, so right here another 45, I'll remember another one. Well, my buckle makes impressions on the inside of her thigh. They're all little feathered Indians where we tussled through the night. If I'd known she was religious, then I wouldn't have came stone to the house. Such an angel, too fucked up to get back home. Looking over West Virginia, smoking spirits on the roof. She asked, ain't anybody told you that them things are bad for you? I said, many folks have warned me. There's been several people try, but up till now there ain't been nothing I couldn't leave behind. Hold me close, my dear. Sing your whispering song softly in my ear, and I will sing along. Honey, tell me how your love runs true, and how I can always count on you to be there when the bullets fly. I'd run across the river just to hold you tonight. Well, my heart is sweating bullets from the circles it has raced, like a little feathered Indian calling out the clouds for rain. I go running through the thicket, I go careless through the thorn, just to hold her for a minute. Oh, it'll leave me one more. Hold me close, my dear. Sing your whispering song softly in my ear, and I will sing along. Honey, tell me how your love runs true, and how I can always count on you to be there when the bullets fly. I'd run across the river just to hold you tonight. This is my buddy's song. If you guys don't know who John R. Miller is, I would highly advise checking his stuff out. John R. Miller is not only just an all-around great guy, he's one of my favorite West Virginia songwriter. And everything that he's been a part of is gold, and it's well worth checking out. He was in a bluegrass band called Fox Hunt. He was in a rock band for a little while called Prison Book Club with a fella y'all might know, picks around town. There's a couple guitar pickers around town, but he's one named Adam Meister Hans, plays with Arme Socks and all kinds of people. But anyways, this is a song that John wrote for Prison Book Club. It's called Comin Down.
Yeah.
Don't you wish that you could go back sometimes? Don't you wish that you could go back home? Trying to remember just where it was. Remember when you were alone. Remember you ain't alone. Every day is another pointless job, and every night's another lonesome song. Trying to remember the bed wasn't leather, and you were the one singing along. Lord, where did we go wrong? Now the sky is coming down. Can't you see stars falling? Have yourself another round till you can't hear the darkness calling. There was a good man in the making once, in the light of yesterday, trying to remember just who he was, trying like hell to recall his name. Well, it used to be my name. Now the sky is coming down. Can't you see stars falling? Have yourself another round till you can't hear the darkness calling. Till you can't hear the darkness call you. Set list. I don't really know what the hell I'm doing here. I just figured it out ago.
That's the best way to do it.
Hey man. Delivery is 9/10 of the law, so if you act like you know what you're doing. You can go to hell, my dear. You probably like it better there. With all them boys who thought they could make it. Dead man's crew gonna lay them down. All the things you put me through. Said, say I'm tired of you. Had our times, yeah, we had a few. Where we gonna be when the pills run out? Where we gonna go when the dam breaks loose and the white line fever gets a hold of you? How we gonna make it to higher ground if you won't get them leave? I reckon if I chose to stay, it'd be better for a few more days. But in the end, it always rains and honey and causes a storm. But I'm tired and soaking wet, and hunkered over trying to catch my breath. Broke my back and did my best to hold you through the shakes. But it's hard to keep floating on a foundered dream. You're taking in water at a crazy speed. How can I get to the shore on time if you won't keep the flow. My heart was never much on games, let alone the ones you play. You've only got one and it's already broken, so why you wanna throw it around? I wish I had the strength to go. It's a long and hateful road, and I just now got to feel it at home in the frost you put on me. Where are we gonna go when the dam breaks loose and the white line fever gets a hold of you? How are we gonna make it to higher ground if you won't get to believe that it's hard to keep floating on a foundered dream you're taking in water at a crazy speed? How can I get to the shore on time if you won't keep afloat? Probably like it better there with all them boys who thought they could make it. Deadman's curve gonna lay them down. So me and my buddy were talking about Valentine's Day and different things that we were thinking about doing for our significant others, and we were bouncing ideas back and forth. And he was like, I don't know, man, last year I kind of dropped the ball and it came up on me before I expected. And I got a bunch of fake flowers and I put them in a vase and filled it full of water. And I was like, well, why'd you do that? He said, well, I thought she would think that it was cute enough and funny enough that she wouldn't notice that I didn't do a damn thing. So I thought that was funny, and I wrote this song for my buddy and his flowers. It's called Fake Bouqet. I went to the craft department for to buy a fake bouquet. I love you till these flowers die, and they won't die anyway. Their petals, they are made of fabric. Still it's plastic colored green, they don't need no vase of water. Toughest flower you ever seen. Over time they get dusty, you just brush that dust away. All they need is a little love. I'll love you like a fake bouquet. In my Stetson black, so that you would think of me every time you take a whiff. Take a whiff, my honeybee. Bought a card in aisle 9. There ain't nothing I can say. Hallmark ain't got figured out. Printed up, already made. Cost a bit, but I don't mind, 'cause I ain't got the skills it takes nor the time to make a card to give you with this fake bouquet. Some die off when the yards all freeze. Plastic flowers hold their bloom. Summer, fall, winter, spring. They don't need no certain climate or make their petals stay. All they need's a little love. I'll love you like a fake bouquet. When the man comes down to fetch me and take my soul away, he'll still have his cheesy card, this old fake bouquet. Man, that's a pretty stupid idea. I wrote Miley this song for Valentine's Day. mom's cousin's guitar, I wrote a song for you. You have done drove off with everything I need, my box and my tumbleweed. Picked it up on the way to Flagstaff years ago. I was hanging on to everything you had the grace to show. I was young and I was hungry. Lord knows you were hungry too. We were both flat out starving for something worthwhile blues. You were my bread, was your honey, up against the dark red wine, trying to hold on to the lovely, through the bitter of our lights of your hometown, I wrote a song for you. Thinking of the way we met, a girl home from school and just passing through. I got a job as a cut man at a house just down the road. I'd never been to town before and didn't know a soul. I was young and I was hungry. Lord knows you were hungry too. We were both flat out starving for something worthwhile blues. You were my bread, I was your honey, up against dark red wine, trying to hold on to the lovely, through the bitter of our times. Baggy white wedding dress and turquoise on your ring, upright bass and violin as you walk the aisle with me. I was young and I was hungry. Lord knows you were hungry too. We were both flat out starving for something worthwhile blues. You were my bread, I was your honey, up against dark red wine, trying to hold on to the lovely, through the bitter of our times. Take the ribbon from your hair, shake it loose and let it fall, dancing soft against my skin, like the shadows on the wall. Come and lay down by my side till the early morning light. All I'm taking is your time. Oh, help me make it through the night. I don't care who's right or wrong, and I and tomorrow's out of sight. And it's so sad to be alone. Oh, help me make it through the night. I don't care who's right or wrong, and I don't need to understand. Oh, let the devil take tomorrow, 'cause tonight I need a friend. Yesterday is dead and gone, and tomorrow's out of sight. And it's so sad to be alone. Oh, help me make it through the night. Time of the preacher, the story began. Choice of lady, love of a man. Now he loved her so dearly, he went out of his mind. She left him for someone she left behind. And he cried like a baby, screamed like a panther in the middle of the night. He saddled his pony, went for a ride. It was time of the preacher, the year of the one. The preaching is over, the lessons begun.
Yeah. Thank you, Drake. He's been beating them strings like they're owning money.
Get you going.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about
You doing
this
a
next
fine
album,
job.
Yes.
you know, and what I'm going to do with it. And I think I'm going to dread my hair out. And then I'm going to do The Dreadheaded Stranger
Yeah, boy. Do
in its
it.
entirety,
Do it,
reggae style.
Do it.
And I'm going to call it The Dreadheaded Stranger.
Let's go.
Eastern Kentucky. Yeah.
Get you a smaller.
We went and talked with the record label up in Chicago before we got all this stuff squared away, and me and Ian did what we do before we go to a business meeting early in the morning. Man, I got two right here.
Get you another one.
I'm selling them for cheaper than they're selling them over there.
Oh, shit.
We went to this business meeting early in the morning and we got to talking, and they were like, well, you know, we'll kind of give you to say whatever you want to do. And I was just like, well, I'm going to do The Dreadheaded Stranger. And I told them all about it, and they sat there and they smiled. And we went on. And they called back like a week later, and they're like, yeah, you know, we really like the things that Tyler's doing. Hey, quick question. Was he serious about that Dreadheaded Stranger? And I told Ian, I said, well, you told him I was serious as a heart attack.
Yeah.
In the twilight glow, I see them. Blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a night ember, only memories remain. Through the ages I remember, This is new one I've been working on. If I mess up, it can't be any worse than the one I just played just a second ago. It's called Lost Address. All my love is lost, done run off and left me. She did not leave a note before she lit out on the trail. I hope she gives a hell, because if we should come to meet, she'll surely know the meaning of a wild boy going mad. I heard that she was up at Ron's place, hard to say, but I know Ronald and I know where he lives. And if she is, well, I don't mind, 'cause that's a place that I can find. All my love is lost, done run off and left me. She did not leave a note before she lit out on the trail. I hope she gives a hell, because if we should come to meet, she'll surely know the meaning of a wild boy going mad. Woo! My love is lost, done run off and left me. She did not leave a note before she lit out on the trail. I hope she gives a hell, because if we should come to meet, she'll surely know the meaning of a wild boy going mad. I'd like to think that she's enough sense, and if she went, she would travel far and fast. 'Cause I'm crazy, Lord, I'm a mess, and that girl's loving is my address. My love is lost, done run off and left me. She did not leave a note before she lit out on the trail. I hope she gives a hell, because if we should come to meet, she'll surely know the meaning of a wild boy going mad.
Charleston Girl.
Oh, that's a good one.
Pocahontas and cranberry glades ain't got bars nor the charge collar anyways. My mind's a mile a minute and my thoughts bark like hounds. I focus on my breathing and the universal sound. I think about my darling girl sleeping all alone. I pray the stars will shoot her all the wishes she can hold. On the day that I return, I aim to lay her down. But right now I'm focused on the universal sound. About the back of juice and mason jars of shine. I think about the vices I've let take me over time. I recall when I was a baby, I didn't need nothing around but a little bit of rattler and the universal sound. I closed my eyes, it was all so clear. It was all right then, it was all right here. Sound. I let it take me over from the toenails to the crown. But the body that I'm in, they put me in the ground. And I return to the chorus of the universal sound. I've been up on the mountain, seen wondrous grace. I've sat there on a bar stool and I've looked him in the face. He seemed a little haggard, but it did not slow him down. He was humming to the neon and the universal sound. one me and Miley practiced that I forgot to do when he was up here, so I'm just gonna do it now. Grew up in Lawrence County, Kentucky, and spent a lot of time with my dad over at Dry Ridge Ken Club, doing a lot of cane hunting, doing hounds, and when I was younger, and there was an older fella that would hang out around the club, and I remember somebody asked him one time, like, man, why do you get up and get out and run around on these hills, you know, chasing after hounds, and you're like, up in your 70s, and he's like, boys, I used to do it because I enjoyed it. Nowadays I do it. Get out of the house and away from the honeydew list. And chances are he probably was always doing it for that reason. I was thinking about that one day. I was on my way back from Lexington to Lawrence County, and I stopped in Paintsville, the parkway down. I stopped in Paintsville, and was seeing some buddies, and I was going by this church, and the church sign said, "Stop, drop, and roll does not work in hell." So I put those fond memories of Dry Ridge Ken Club and that church sign together and wrote this song. It's called "Take My Hounds to Heaven." Now you tell me there are streets of gold and angels in the air. And while all that's fine and dandy, and I'm sure it's nice up there, there's just the one thing that I need to know before I settle down. Can I take my hounds to heaven? Can I hunt on God's grounds? Woo! Now you say if I quit drinking, try to toe the line, I can make it up to glory at the end of my life. And while whiskey's hard to throw away, something I'd try to do if I could spend forever running around treeing coons. If I can't take my hounds to heaven, I can't hunt on God's land. And I'd rather load my dog box up and go to hell with all my friends. Now I'll wake up in the morning and I will follow you to town. I can't take my hounds to heaven, I can't hunt on God's grounds. If I quit smoking in my rough and rowdy ways, we will walk together forever on streets of gold someday. But the only way I can stand it now, and I hate to say it's true, is when you start your nagging, I can run off, hunt till my face turns blue. I can't take my hounds to heaven, I can't hunt on God's land. I'd rather load my dog box up and go to hell with all my friends. Now I'll wake up in the morning and I will follow you to town. If I can't take my hounds to heaven, I can't hunt on God's grounds. If I can't take my hounds to heaven, I can't hunt on God's grounds. My dog.
Yeah! He's barking out the box, right? I know. He knows. I don't know, but he knows. He's been around the block. He's been over the mountain. Very good. Seen the Marvin in the cave. Tell him, man, it's been around,
Let's try this one. Shoveling in the overhays, sifting off most of my days. 4B1 bomber blow your mind. Listen for the sound of glass on someone else's nap. There'll be one bomber from a Flint nap time. Then all of a sudden, I'm watching her leave off the ground and into Hawkeye's pocket. Squash biscuits in a broke leg string, flying saucers in my hunting dreams. And in the center of the shuttle, I can hear a banjo break. Happens every now and then, and if you're lucky they will let you in. If you show on time and you show up straight. And as the walkway's folding, getting ready to leave, Hawkeye waves goodbye inside smiling. Cricket, and younger than me, covered up in fancy rocks and relics. A wit sharper than a green flint spear, hits hard enough to follow deer. Oh dear, I swear I feel it's true. Lips of imperial red, rock of ages in my riverbed. I have no earthly jewels for you. I'm coming home empty-handed, but I finally see I'm covered up in fancy rocks and relics. Set list worked out. This is for the gentleman in the corner. Charleston girl in a darkened room, and you don't know her like I do. Took a fire escape to her room and got stone raging blind. Left my money in the trusted hands of them old steel brothers in a thrash crash band. One day I'm gonna drive up there and give them half my mind. I don't know if it's the wine or the coke that makes her sound like her jaw is broke. She's working hard to make some sense, but she ain't got a dime. I wish to God that I could help her out. I wish I knew what she was talking about. I wish to God that I could get away, but I'm way too drunk to drive. All I know is that when I'm good and sober, I'm leaving West Virginia for a while. Don't know why, but every time I cross that river, Lord, there's something tears me up, makes me wild. Charleston girl, raven hair, bloodshot eyes and skin so fair. I believe if I could find my keys, I'd try to drive away. I never planned to leave so soon. I didn't know that he was sweet on you. Go ahead and take her. She ain't worth the time. All I know is that when I'm good and cross that river, Lord, there's something tears me up, makes me wild. I heard somebody holler this one out a minute ago, and I was like, man, I got plenty of time and plenty of songs. I ain't gonna do that one. Now I'm sitting there trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next. So I'm gonna do this one. Ain't done in a minute, so if it doesn't work out, we'll just go something else, see how that goes.
You're gonna do it. Do it.
We'll take a break from originals. We'll do a cover.
Yes.
This is my friend's song. Her name's Luna, and she's in Luna and the Mountain Jets. It's called That Thing You Said.
Oh my God.
Was it with your eyes? Was it with your tone? It won't leave me alone. Uneasy safety zone. That thing you said, it's all bottled up and spinning in my head. Can't escape it in my bed. That thing you said. Crippled up inside without a place to hide. I sit and I wait alone, trying to make it leave me alone. That thing you said, it's all bottled up and spinning in my head. Can't escape it in my bed. That thing you said. That thing you crippled up inside without a place to hide. I sit and I wait all alone, trying to make it leave me alone. That thing you said, it's all bottled up and spinning in my head. Can't escape it in my bed. That thing you said. That thing you said. I swear to God. Only had a couple drinks last night and a few good hits from an handle pipe that must have been. I had a few white lines and I don't know what all happened. Woke up in the noontime light with a pounding head shining on my eye, and I don't know how and I don't know why, but it feels like there's a abandoned. All working on a building out of hand-hewn brimstone. Working on a building and I'm building on it all alone. Well, there ain't nobody in my room tonight. Good night, honey. Honey, sleep tight. Oh, I swear I'm doing alright. When evening comes around, I swear to God. To the shit I play, cause it ain't no count. Anyway, I've been rambling round and led astray by paths that I've been choosing. Cutting paths like forest fire, people's wider tobacco tires. Throwing my money on a funeral pyre, but it sure feels good abusing. All working on a building out of hand-hewn brimstone. Working on a building and I'm building on it all alone. Well, there ain't nobody in my room tonight. Good night, honey. Honey, sleep tight. Oh, I swear I'm doing alright. When the evening comes around, I swear to God. Band's too loud for their Bible thumping. Feels too good to not count for something. Big sandy rock, slug driven blow. Goddamn firing hole. Out, baby, I'm bound to blow. I'm bound to blow a gasket. Damn good gig, good damn crowd. Good God, crying out loud. Coming off stage, I was mighty proud, and then I don't know what all happened. All working on a building out of hand-hewn brimstone. Working on a building and I'm building on it all alone. Well, there ain't nobody in my room tonight. Good night, honey. Honey, sleep tight. Oh, I swear I'm doing alright. When the evening comes around, I swear to God. I swear to God. My cup runs over. Thank you, though. Pike County. That is the largest county in Kentucky. Pike County. Lawrence County is the third. And I don't know who's got it. If whiskey could talk, say I'm a great guy, or at least it ought to, for as much as I buy. But it's money well spent. Just help me feel free from the pain she creates when she's cheating on me. She's at it again, living high on the streets. So I reach for the bottle just to help me sleep. content with being all mine. If whiskey could talk, it'd say I'm a great guy, or at least it ought to. For as much as I buy, but it's money well spent. Just help me feel free from the pain she creates. She's cheating on me. She'll come back to me when the lights have gone down. She's ran out of men to buy her hair round. She dreads coming home to that drunk in her bed who's living alone, hanging on by a thread. If whiskey could talk, say I'm a great guy, or at least it ought to. For as much as I buy, but it's money well spent. Just help me feel free from the pain she creates. She's cheating on me from the pain she creates.